We kind of messed with Andrea's stud this morning. We kind of let him hang out for a little bit, settle down. And we're just going to ask for a little retention here from yesterday. So do you remember you're supposed to move your hip when that whip comes down like that? And even though he's kind of watching the ground, I'll just kind of remind him here that I'm wanting something out of you. He turns to the fence. He does get turned back. He gets a little tap for doing that. I don't want him hanging on that gate. When this comes down here, he is to face up. We tell him how smart he is for trying that. Good boy. I'll just remind you, there you go. So now pretty soon I can be real quiet with my whip. I can ask for the hip here. There. Wait for instruction. And then ask for the hip here. Now I'll just kind of bring the whip up towards his shoulder, start to send him out. And I like right here, so he's kind of wanting to come back to me already, see? I'll just kind of ask for that shoulder again. And I like that already he's got that left eye kind of turned in on me there. Just kind of remind him, shoulder, and now hip. Good. And now shoulder, and now hip. Don't fail me. Good. And hit. Good. I'm going to look. So just ask for that shoulder again. And then ask for the hip. Ask for the shoulder. And ask for the hip. Got really good retention there. Now ask for this shoulder. Ask for this hip. And now he's starting to kind of stay a little more focused to center here. Move the hip. With very little cueing. Just kind of send him out. Not too far. And send him out this way. But not too far. Make him want to be in here where I am. There you go. Just going to send him on out. Not too far. Send him again, but not too far. Here. There you go. So we're just going to kind of reintroduce the stud here to our little lead rope drills. And I'm just going to ask him to move his hip when I simply put my eyes down there, which I appreciate him responding to that. When my eyes go towards your hip, you should move your hip. I don't want to pull on his face. Okay? Same thing on this side. When my eyes go towards that hip, I expect him to move. And when my eyes go towards that hip, I expect that hip to move away without. So when I ask him to go left, I'll just barely pick up that rope, and I'll just try to step in here and suggest that he go left. Right here, I'll go after the shoulder there to move that shoulder out. And right here, when I step towards that hip, I expect that hip to move on. Now, I kind of anchored down, he kind of hit the end of the rope, and that's different than me pulling on it. So very good. And when I step towards your hip, you really need to move that hip when I tell you to. Go to my left, and let's move that hip. There you go. So now we're going to try to reintroduce lateral flexion to him. The other day he was very, very resistant. We'll see what his retention is. So when he heels me, pick up that rope. There we go. I want him to come to me real soft, just like that. Now he's kind of feeling, when he feels that rope picked up, it's in his best interest to follow the weight of that. Picking up the weight of the ring, pick up, make contact, just barely make contact, maybe a half a pound of pressure there. And he's trying to soften to it. Good. Slow motion, and barely make contact. My goal is that he'll follow a drooped rein over here, just like that. Let's see if he can remember how to lower his head. I'm just going to kind of touch him here. I'll touch him, start to squeeze a little harder, and rock him if I have to. There. Just put my hand here, squeeze, there. Good boy. Good boy. We'll kind of see if he can remember how to do his little vertical flexion drill here. I'll just kind of pick that knot up, put my thumb towards his chest there. And if he had tucked in me like that, I'll just reward him and get back. I'll just pick that up and barely put a little bit of noseband pressure on him there. There. Ask him again. There. Nurturing this. There. There. Couldn't ask for better than that. So now we'll just see if he'll give us that nice, easy give, 1 count. I'm just going to suddenly ask him for 1, 2 count. So we'll just kind of see his sensitivity here. He is kind of a sensitive horse, and I just want to kind of check out his girth sensitivity here. But he seems pretty good there. Probably be saddling him up within a day or so. Good boy. In a rope or a wire. Good boy. Kind of get that down there and start to put a little pressure on it. Good boy. Just by nature, right there. Good boy. There. So every time he tries to give, start to add a little tighter pressure. Every time he thinks about coming forward, I give back to him completely. Kind of do the same thing back here, kind of help him with his flank area and his hock area. Get down there around his fetlock. Just ask him to even give that foot to us. Nice. Good. Just kind of start loose, get a little tighter. Nice. I'm going to try to ask him to take a little step forward to get relief. There. There you go. So we'll just introduce the flag to the boy here. And we'll just let him solve his curiosity without scaring him with it. Just build his confidence up. We're not going to come in here and hurt him with it. There you go. If he came in too hard and fast with the wrong horse, he may strike out at it or get scared. Boy. There you go. You can see him kind of flinch there a little bit when it comes at him. And right here, if he decides he thinks he should start moving around a little bit, I'll just kind of maintain just a little bit of pressure on him here. I'm going to try not to get in a big bad tug of war with him. I'm going to suggest that he plant his feet, he face his fears, and his world will get a whole lot quieter. So if he decides he thinks he should move around, he starts to learn that that doesn't help. But planting your feet sure does. Good boy. Good boy. There, whoops. There you go. Now this is desensitizing the horse. And we got to trade sides, kind of help him out of this eye now. Good boy. Okay, Lauren. Now, what I would have hoped for there is that he'd have stood still, tolerated it. And a mistake we'll kind of make when we first introduce this is we'll flip the flag too much and kind of miss the opportunity where they were standing still. We flip the flag until they do move. So just reintroduce it to this side. There you go. Good boy. Okay. So now we kind of got him convinced that this motion here means just plant yourself and tolerate it. But I want to now teach him that this motion here means you should probably move away from it. So I got a little driving motion here, and now I got a desensitizing motion. There. Now I got a driving motion and a desensitizing motion. And he's understanding the both, and that's the first time I'd introduced it to him right there, so that's good. Driving motion here that you should probably move away from. Nice. And you got a desensitizing motion here that you should probably learn to tolerate. boy, maybe make a little noise out there with it. Oops. There you go. Kind of getting used to loud noises happening around him. There you go. There you go. Good. Right there, his head didn't flinch, so I'll kind of give him a head kind of hanging down here. I'll just reach out here and try to get him to decide that maybe dropping his head is a better idea. Oops. And kind of watch for that head to quit flinching here. There you go. Good boy. Just kind of quit there where he's real quiet. Okay, Lauren.